Hey guys. Okay, welcome to another active stretch and recovery day with core moves. So today we're going to be doing some yoga just to lengthen and stretch out our body a little bit. We will move through our sun salutations and vinyasas. You can choose to take or to leave them. I think today I might leave them because I'm just really looking forward to the recovery or the stretch and the mobilization of my body. It's not going to be too taxing today. Make sure that you're using this active stretch and recovery day to really recover your legs and stretch them out. We've had some pretty hardcore days building into this one. So just, enjoy the practice, take from it what you need, and leave the rest behind. So we're going to start just standing up to begin with. I've got my heater on because it's a little bit chilly in here. So get your feet underneath your body, directly under your sit bones, and just roll your shoulders back and take a minute to just settle into the floor and into your body and lengthen through the quads. Maybe pull the navel in and draw up the pelvic floor. And then we're just going to gently nod the chin and feel the back of the neck stretch. And then roll the right ear to the right shoulder. And then drop the chin back into center. Roll the left ear to the left shoulder. And drop the chin into center, right to right. And center and left to left. And center, and then just lift back up to the center. And this time we're just going to reach our right hand down towards the floor and flick your fingers towards the sky. So you're like trying to push your palm into the floor. And then gently nod your chin, and then turn your head to face the opposite way. And then lean the head to the side. So you turn to look to the outside of your left pinky toe, and then just lift your jaw or lift your ear up towards the ceiling to feel this deep stretch. Don't force it. If you force it, it actually can be counterproductive. And then lift the ear, look back at the toe, roll it over to the other side, and release the hand. Come back into center. Reach the left hand down, fingertips towards the sky. Push that palm into the floor. Nod the chin, look to the outside of the right pinky toe, and then lift the ear up towards the sky. Get this nice deep stretch down the left side. Again, not forcing it. And then release the ear back to center and lift the head. We're going to go into a roll down now, but only halfway. So just nod your chin, stretching out the back of the neck. Enjoy that deep stretch between the shoulder blades. Pull your navel in and lengthen the vertebrae one at a time. Enjoy that deep stretch low in your lumbar, so try and keep your legs perpendicular to the floor. And then bring your hands to your knees and soften your knees. So you're coming into this sort of rounded squat position. Then as you inhale, you're just going to start to lengthen your pubic bone forward, lengthen your tail, and come into this sort of modified angry cat. So push into the knees, draw the shoulders down and back, and really shine your heart forward. Stick your tail out. And then exhale, curl your tail under, begin to straighten your knees and come back into that forward fold. Allow your hands to hang and then continue to roll all the way forward, bringing your hands towards the floor. Just enjoy that stretch there for a minute. Maybe even fold your arms in towards each other in a gentle sway side to side. Just releasing any tension in the back of the hamstrings, in the SI joint, in the QL. And then release the hands and just begin to stack the spine back up again, one vertebrae at a time, lengthening all the way back up to standing, rolling those shoulders down and back, and coming back up to standing. Let's nod the chin again. Roll the spine forward, bringing our hands towards our knees. Once you're into that full flexion and you can't flex anymore, bend the knees till your hands touch. And then on your inhale, push into the knees. Get that core engagement as you tilt the pelvis forward, lengthen the sternum away from the belly button, engage the back of the lats, and lengthen the spine. Exhale, draw the pelvic floor in, scoop the abdominals, keep pushing into those knees to keep that abdominal engagement. Then straighten the knees, allow the hands to release, and roll all the way down. Take a nice deep inhale at the bottom, and then as you exhale, stack your spine back up. One expanding, articulating through each vertebrae as you come back to vertical. We're going to do that one more time. Nod your chin, roll the spine down. Make sure that it's about the flexion in the spine until your hands come to your knees. Then you soften your knees and then begin to push into the knees, getting that abdominal connection, lengthening and stretching the spine out all the way from the tail to the crown of the head, engaging the back of the shoulders. And then exhale, scoop the abs, roll the spine back up, straighten the knees, and bend the body forward into our forward fold. From here, you're just going to slide your hands, bend your knees if you need to, and slide your hands underneath the soles of your feet. So your palms are facing up towards the sky, and your toes come into the crease between your wrist and your hand. And you're just going to spread your feet out on those hands. Again, your knees can be bent if they need to be. And then you're just going to begin to try and straighten the legs and pull your shoulders up towards the ceiling, your back up towards the ceiling, and straightening the legs as much as you can. If you're hyperextensive in your joints, don't fully straighten them. Keep a gentle bend in the knees and feel that deep stretch between the shoulders. And then soften the knees, release the feet, release the hands. Exhale, roll the body back up. One vertebrae at a time, lengthening all the way up to standing. Now we're going to reach our right hand out in front and flip our palm up towards the ceiling. And then slide your left hand along it and push your fingers towards the floor, stretching out your upper arm. So keep the shoulders down and back as you pull your palm, not your fingers, your palm back towards your body, and feel that deep stretch in your brachioradialis muscles, or your forearm muscles. And then bend the elbow and release. And just give a couple little hand spins, one direction, and a couple little hand spins the other direction. And then to the other side, reach your left arm forward, spin your palm to face the ceiling, sweep your right hand along it, and then pull the palm back so your fingers are coming back towards the body, stretching out the muscles of the forearm. And then bend the elbow, gently release. Few hand spins one direction, few hand spins the other direction. And then palms by your side. We're just going to sweep our hands up now, palms facing each other. Reach the hands up to the ceiling, lengthen the spine, and lift the rib cage. We don't normally do this. Squeeze the glutes and just allow that rib cage to lift rather than to bend back. And then exhale, nod your chin, keep your hands in line with your ears, flex the spine until you come into maximum flexion, soften the knees, lift the head, lengthen the spine, bring your hands to your knees, straight into that extension. Exhale, curl the back in, lift those hands back in line with the ears, push into the back of the legs, lengthen and stack the body, take that little back bend, and then bring your palms together, squeeze those palms together as you draw them into heart center. From here, drop the hands, let's sweep them up overhead a little bit more organically now, just a gentle back bend. And then exhale, dive the body forward, coming into our first sort of swan dive forward with that nice long spine. Hands come down. Inhale, lengthen the spine to our halfway lift. Hands coming as high up the shin as they need to get that nice flat neutral spine. Exhale, dive it forward. Inhale, sweep the body all the way up, long and strong in the spine. Hands go up overhead, little baby back bend. Exhale, hands come into prayer center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Baby back bend. Exhale, dive the body forward. Slow with control, not forcing anything today. Inhale, lifting it, halfway lift. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, exhale, rise the body all the way up. Take your hands with you. Sweep the hands overhead, baby back bend. Exhale, hands to prayer center. Inhale, hands come back, sweep overhead, baby back bend. Exhale, dive it down, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Now soften the knees. We're going to walk the hands forward to come into our 4-point kneeling. Spin around into your 4-point kneeling and get your spine in neutral. Now curl your toes under, and as you exhale, just pick your knees up off the floor just an inch, waking up the shoulders, the lats, the fingers. And then exhale, drop the knees back down. Take a nice deep inhale here. We're going to move through our cat-cow. So drop the feet, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to flex. Inhale, stretch and lengthen, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, curling it under, scooping the abdominals, pushing into the floor. Again, just relaxing through our movements today. No pressure, no forcing, just feeling the body flow and move and articulate. One more time to lengthen. And one more time to flex, and then meet us back in the middle in your neutral whenever you're ready. And then curl those toes back under, and we're going to lift those knees off the floor and then push the hips up into our first downward dog. So just enjoy your first downward dog. Maybe pick up the heels and then push them back down a couple of times. Warming up the ankle joints, warming up the arch of the foot, stretching it out. And then from there, just drop the knees as you unravel the spine back into your 4-point kneeling. Bring the toes together, your hips to your heels, and stretch your hands forward into your extended child's pose. We're going to lift up from our child's pose just a little bit and then drop the right elbow to the floor, drag it towards the knee, slide the right thumb towards the left knee, flip the palm and send that hand away from the midline of the body, just stretching out the shoulders, looking underneath your left armpit. Stay and breathe there. Enjoy the opening of the intercostal muscles. Enjoy the opening of the shoulders. Enjoy the rotation in the spine. And then push into that left hand, unravel the body, slide that right elbow back in with the right knee, open the hand back up, turn the palm over and slide it forward into your extended child's pose. Lift and look towards your right hand, slide your left elbow back to meet your left knee. Tip that left thumb down to the right knee, flip the palm over, slide those fingers away from the midline of the body, bringing the left shoulder to the floor and look underneath the right shoulder, the right armpit. Exhale, push into that right hand, bring the left elbow back to the left knee, unravel the forearm, turn the palms forward and stretch forward, and then glue your big toes together, find your glutes, push your body forward to your modified plank. Bring your hips back onto your heels, push yourself forward, just get a little bit of movement in the hips. We don't need to force it, just letting the shoulders and the glutes work together to bring us into that modified plank, relaxing the joints at the wrist, squeezing the glutes as we come forward. And then come back onto your 4-point kneeling, uncurl the feet, tuck the toes under, push yourself back into your downward dog. From here, soften your knees, gently walk your feet forward to the front of your mat into your forward fold. And And then on your next exhale, roll your spine back up, one vertebrae at a time. Take your hands up with you, sweep them overhead, and hands to prayer center. We're going to do 3 sun salutation A's. Again, remember, take them really nice and gentle. And if you don't want to take the vinyasa, you can just move straight into your child's pose or stay with your down dog. So feet are hip distance, grounded into the floor. Make it nice and gentle. Sweep the hands up overhead. Exhale, dive the body forward into your forward fold. Inhale, slide the back, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, walk, step, or jump back into your plank. And then push yourself back into your downward dog. You can stay in your downward dog, or you can take your vinyasa, bringing the body forward, knees down, bend the elbows, chest and chin down, push the body forward, hips down, little baby back bend, lifting the hips away from the floor, back to your 4-point, to your plank, and your down dog. You can stay in your down dog, or you can come into your child's pose. And then if you're in your child's pose, come into your down dog. Set the dog up and then soften the knees, walk, step, or jump back to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, taking the hands with you. And hands into prayer center. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, soften the knees. Exhale, step, walk, or jump back to your plank. And then push yourself back into your downward dog. You can stay in your dog, or you can take your vinyasa. Maybe you want that little bit of power through your workout today, through your practice, sorry. But try and move with your breath. Make your movements slow and fluid, and don't force anything. Let's all meet back in down dog. On your next inhale, soften your knees, look to your hands, walk, step, or jump forward to the front of your mat and into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Take your hands with you all the way up overhead. Little baby back bend. Exhale, hands come in to prayer center. Last one. Inhale, rise the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees. Walk, step, or jump back to your plank. Really come into that nice, long and strong plank before you push yourself back into your downward dog. Adjust your dog as needed. Really send your spine, your sit bones up towards the ceiling, your chest towards the front of your thighs. And then if that feels good for you, you can soften your knees and come into your child's pose, or you can take your vinyasa, either full chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Take that back bend, back to the knees, chest, chin. Power through the arms, lift the knees, and back into your down dog. On your next inhale, soften your knees, look to your hands. And on your exhale, walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, soften the knees, rise the body all the way up, hands coming with you. Exhale to prayer center. Inhale, rise the hands up. Exhale, dive the body down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees, walk, step, or jump back to your plank and into your downward dog. Now from our downward dog, we're going to lift our right foot up into our three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it in, knee to your nose. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, pull it in, and this time we're going to place it flat on the floor, as close to our hands as possible. And then keeping your hands on the floor, lengthen your spine, drop your hips, drop your back knee, uncurl your back foot. So square your body in this low lunge, low crescent lunge. And then if you're comfortable there, you can rise the body up and bring your hands onto your front knee. You can stay there, or you can reach your hands up overhead on your inhale. Now on your next inhale, twist your body to the right side, squaring your chin in line with your sternum, and then open your hands out to a T. Bring your left elbow to your right knee, and then sweep the right arm up overhead. And then sweep the arm back to your T, open the left hand back to the T, and then sweep your arm backwards, stretching into that left hip a little bit more. Lengthen back into your T, arms back up overhead, turn to face the center, bring your hands back to the floor, curl the toe under, lift the back knee, and step the right foot back into your plank and into your downward dog. Walk your dog here. And still your dog. We're going to pick up the left foot. Pull it in, knee to nose. Reach it up, three-legged dog. Pull it in, knee to nose. Reach it up. This time pull it in, bring it in as close to the hands as you can. And then lift the chest, drop the knee, uncurl the right foot. Square your body, take time to just check in with this low crescent lunge. And then if you're comfortable there, you can bring your hands to your left knee. You can stay there, or you can reach your arms up overhead into your full lunge. You can stay there, or you can twist the body to the left side, keeping the chin in line with the sternum, and then open your arms out to a T. From there, we can just bring our right elbow to our left knee and reach the left hand up overhead. Open back out to the T, and then reach your left hand back, your right hand overhead, stretching out that right hip. Open back to the T, back to your twisted lunge, forward lunge, tummy back to the thigh, hands back to the floor, curl the back foot under, lift the knee, slide your left foot back into your high plank, and back into your down dog, and walk your dog. Still your dog. Inhale, sweep your right foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach. Let's pull it in again, but let's just hold it there for a minute and then laterally rotate that leg. So your knee is coming towards the elbow, the toe is coming towards the outside edge of your mat, and then drop that knee and shin down. Drop your left knee down, uncurl the toe, and slide yourself back into your high pigeon. Really feel the length in your spine here from your tailbone to the crown of your head. And keep trying to square your hips and your shoulders to face the same direction. And if you're comfortable there, you can begin to lower your body down, the elbows coming down, keeping the spine long. And with every exhale, maybe bringing yourself closer towards the mat. And if you're really comfortable, you can open your foot out so that it comes more parallel with the top edge of your mat. Or you can keep it tucked in really nice and close. That's really up to your hips and your flexibility. But keep trying to push that left hip closer towards the floor so you really feel that opening in the left side and the stretch in the right. On your next inhale, push your elbows or hands into the floor till you come back up to that high pigeon. Curl your left foot under till your knee leaves the floor. Push into the hands, find that connection with the belly, lift the knee, slide the foot back into your plank, and then push yourself back into your downward dog. Again, walk the dog here. Moving through that sacroiliac joint, or maybe just focus on rocking your dog a little bit so that you're stretching your shoulders more. Maybe that's the area you want to target today. Or maybe trying to push your heels down and lift them to straighten the hamstrings and the calves out more. Whatever you need to just get the maximum benefit from your down dog today. And then on your next inhale, sweep the left foot up. Pull it in, knee to nose. Reach it up. Remember, just move gently. Don't force anything today. You just want to stretch and mobilize the body. Pull it in. Place that foot as close. Sorry, we're not placing the foot. We're pulling it in, turning that elbow towards the knee towards the left elbow, toe towards the outside edge of the mat. Drop the knee in the shin. Drop the right knee, uncurl the foot, and slide back to your pigeon. Stay nice and long in your pigeon, chest lifted, squaring the hips, relaxing the shoulders. And then when you're ready, you can begin to lower the elbows, maybe even lowering the chest. Maybe even sliding that left foot away from the right hip just to stretch a bit deeper into the lateral rotators. Just with every exhale, try and sink a little bit more into the stretch. Not forcing it, trying to breathe so that you don't resist it. Bringing acceptance into your body, accepting the pose, accepting the stretch. And then on your next inhale, push into your elbows or your hands, rise the body back up, curl the back foot under, lift the back knee, and then find the belly, pick and push into the hands, pick the belly up and step the foot back to your plank, and then into your down dog. Now again, you can stay in your down dog, you can pedal around in your dog, you can stretch it out, or maybe you'd like to take a vinyasa now, just to bring that energy into the practice, get that articulation through the body. Or maybe you want to come into child's pose and just relax there. Wherever you are, bring yourself back into your down dog. And we're going to sweep that right foot up again. Pull it in, knee to nose. Sweep it up. Pull it in. Sweep it up. Pull it in and drop it close to the hands. Find the power in the legs, lengthen the spine. Keep that knee up this time. You're going to push into the front leg and rise the body up into your high crescent lunge. Squeeze that left glute so the hips stay square. Remember, not forcing it, really nice and relaxed today. And then on your exhale, twist the left heel in, open the hips to the side of your mat, stretch your arms out to your warrior two. Body is perpendicular to the floor. Arms, shoulders are relaxed. We're going to reach our arms today, but not like whoa, power and energy. We're just relaxing into it, keeping the ears away from the shoulders, pulling the navel in, finding that comfortable balance in this pose. And then we're going to begin to straighten the front leg and tip the right hand towards the knee, the shin, the ankle, wherever feels comfortable for you to come into your Trikonasana. Just stretch out the back of that right leg, the inner thigh and the groin. And then soften that front knee, lift the body back up to your warrior two, and then reverse your warrior. You can keep the knee bent or straight, that's totally up to you. Whatever feels comfortable for you today. Lengthen back to your warrior two, spin the body back up to your high lunge, and then bring your belly to your thigh, hands to the floor, find that connection with the belly, slide that right foot back, and push yourself back into your downward dog. Now you can stay in your down dog, you can take your vinyasa, or you can stretch your body out in a child's pose. If you're in your child's pose, just bring yourself back into your down dog. And then let's sweep the left foot up. Pull it in, knee to nose. Reach it up. Pull it in, knee to nose. Reach and extend. Now pull it in all the way in. Step it in close to the hands. Find the power in the legs. Squeeze that right glute. Lengthen the spine. Power through the front leg and reach your arms overhead into your high lunge. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Just allow this high lunge to be relaxed, opening up the hips. And then on your next inhale and exhale, twist the body coming into your warrior two. Again, just relaxing in that warrior two, not forcing it, trying to reach the hands long, but keeping your shoulders away from your ears, keeping the pelvis perpendicular to the floor, the belly button pulled in, relaxing. Just allowing that knee to gently come out to the side, and then you can begin to straighten that knee and tip the body forward into your Trikonasana. Again, wherever you are in your Trikonasana, we're not forcing it today. So I can go all the way to the floor, but actually, I'm just going to come to the front of my shin today and allow it not to be a strain in my stretch, but just a gentle stretch where I have this stability and strength partnered. And then soften your knee, come back into your warrior two. And then once you're comfortable in your warrior two, you can flip your warrior back into your reverse warrior. Again, with the legs straight or bent, that's up to you. It's usually more comfortable with the leg bent. And then come back into your warrior two. Lift up that back heel, twist the hips towards the front into your high lunge. Bring the belly to your thighs, hands to the floor. Slide that left foot back into your downward dog. Stay in your down dog, take your child's pose, or take your vinyasa. Whatever works for you. If you're in your child's pose, bring yourself back into your downward dog. And then we're going to soften the knees, look to the hands, and walk our feet forward into our forward fold. On your exhale, roll your body up all the way up. Sweep your hands up overhead. And then bring your hands into prayer center. Turn your body to the side of your mat in prayer center. And then turn your toes out to the side so you're in your first position with your heels separated. And then into parallel, out again into your sumo, and drop down into your goddess pose. Rock side to side in your goddess, then straighten your legs and tip your body forward into your forward fold. Just allow the back of the legs to stretch out, maybe even wiggle side to side. Allow your hands to drop towards the floor. Let it be organic. Maybe even fold your hands into your elbows and sway. And then bring your hands to the floor. Kick your heels up so your feet are parallel. And begin to try and bend your elbows closer towards the floor, bringing your head between your legs. And just hang in that forward fold, stretching it out. And then begin to soften the knees and roll the body back up. Walk the heels in, the heels, the toes, till your feet are stacked underneath you. Relax your shoulders. Just going to bring your arms out in front, bring them together and pull them in like you're at prayer center, but with your fingertips facing forward, your elbows out to the side, and gently twist to the right, to the left, to center, release them, and squat down. Drop your knees out to the side. So you're going to come into your low squat now, and then push your knees out with your elbows. That's where I'm sitting, because my ankle is killing me. From here, bring your hands to the floor, turn your body onto your side, your hips down to the floor, and roll your body down onto the mat, and allow your knees to just gently fall out to the side, or your feet to extend out in front of you as you release into your corpse pose, or your shavasana. Just releasing the whole body. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hips, relaxing the feet. And just bring awareness back to your breath, to your inhale and your exhale, through your nose, into your belly, from your belly, out the nose. And then when you're ready, just roll over onto your right side, hug your knees into your chest. And then gently use your left hand to help push you back up to seated. Bring your hands to your prayer center. Gently nod your chin, lengthening out the back of the neck. your eyes. Namaste. I hope you guys enjoyed that today. Just really nice and gentle stretch, opening up the body, moving through our sort of basic yoga salutations. I didn't do it all with you today because my ankle's a little bit sore, but I hope you enjoyed that. And remember, every yoga practice isn't about trying to be better than the person on the mat next to you or in the room with you. Especially while we're at home, this is a good opportunity for us to develop our practice without that sort of ego in the room. So it's really important to take each movement and each stretch as they feel comfortable for you and for your body, and appreciate the movements rather than maybe holding everything in, going, I don't like this doesn't feel comfortable, or it's not my favorite part of the practice. And just remembering to let go with your breath, and release your mind and release your sort of expectations of what you think you should be able to do. And I hope that you enjoyed that.